back to my channel. It's simply Jessica here today with a fun, easy, peasy, beautiful DIY. This is going to be a reversible Scarecrow and Snowman sign that you can make for your house, the inside, the outside. Whether or not you have it inside or outside is going to depend on how you do certain things. Anyway, please excuse the voice. It is still funny. I know summer colds, like I've talked about, take forever to go away. So we're going to try to make it through this. If not, I'm going to have to pause you a couple times. It's not like you'll know, just to make it through. But what we are starting with are pieces of craft wood from the Dollar Tree. You are going to need 4 of the 18-inch pieces of craft wood, and you're going to need 2 of the 12-inch pieces of craft wood. That is it to start. The rest will be just easy peasy. Now, the wood is not always perfect, so you're going to want to line them up, see which way they're going to fit the best. Some of them kind of curve out a little bit, so you're really going to want to just try to figure out which way they touch the best, and so on and so forth. And we're going to glue these together. I'm going to use 2 separate things just so we get a good hold, especially while doing the video. I'm going to need to use hot glue so it stays together, but I'm also going to be using the original super glue wood glue from the Dollar Tree as well, okay? We're just going to actually open that up, cut the tip off here, so we are ready to rock and roll. And then we're just going to glue these 4 pieces together. So again, you're going to want to play around with them, line them up the best that you can, and see which way works and looks the best for you. This one right here seems a little wonky for me, but we will absolutely figure it out. That's all there is to it. You do kind of just have to move them around, and that might actually work maybe the best. We're gonna see. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of hot glue, and we're gonna glue in little sections like so, and then I'm gonna take the wood glue and we're gonna go in the opposite sections of the hot glue just like that, and we're going to push these 2 pieces together. You're going to want to hang on to those and let that hot glue dry and that other glue adhere, okay? So once you do that, you're just going to glue all 4, lining them up together, so you have the 4 the 4 pieces of wood together in a row. All right? Okay, now that those are glued together, remember the wood glue does dry clear, but you also can take a little bit of sandpaper when it's dry and just kind of sand that off. The hot glue, if it does leak through, very easy to peel off. So you have the front and you have the back now, okay? Also, if you want to take your little sanding block before you glue and just kind of go around all the edges, if you have anything rough, you can just kind of sand that down and you'll be good to go. All right? And then you're going to take your 2 12-inch pieces. Again, same thing. If you want to take your sanding block and just go around all the edges, get anything rough off, feel free. I'm just going to do it over here so I don't get a bunch of dust everywhere. And then the same thing with the other one. There we go. And you're just going to take this towards your top, figure out how far down that you want it to go, and you're going to glue it on diagonally like that. Okay? So this will be your top. I know you're seeing this upside down, but you're going to glue this on. Let me turn it towards you. You're going to take this and glue this on a slant. Okay? So I'm just going to turn this back to me so I can see which way. We want it this way. Just trying to figure out about how far down I want to be. I think right about there. So for this one, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add a little bit of the wood glue and a little bit of the hot glue here. That was just for me to remember where I had it. And you're just going to glue that down. Let that sit a second. And then this is what you'll have. All right, flip that over. You're going to want to take your other piece and line it up with the piece that you already have on here. So same thing. This side's rougher, so I'm going to put this side to the back here. You're just going to add your wood glue. And some hot glue. Line it up here. Just hang on to that for a second. And then this is what you'll have. All right, this is what it should look like here. Just like so. And this is where you will have fun starting to paint and get things together here. So the bottom of this here, I'm going to paint a lighter brown. The lightest brown I have is this Territorial Beige. These are all apple barrel paints. I may actually lighten this up with a little bit. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna see. I might need to lighten it up with a little bit of white, but I'm just gonna test it out here. It might be all right. Let me see. Grab something here. Some brush. Yeah, I think we're gonna go a little bit lighter. So I'm just gonna mix a little bit of white in there, and we're just gonna lighten up that brown. So I want it to be like a pretty light brown for the bottom here. Okay, so I took the Territorial Brown, mixed some Snow White into it, and we get this really pretty light brown color. All right, that is what we're going to paint the bottom of our Scarecrow with. Of course, this is how I picked the bigger brush here. And that's it. We're just going to paint the bottom half of our little guy here. And make this his bottom half, okay? Of course, like I said, I used a bigger brush, so I gotta kind of pour it on there, but that's all right. And then we're just going to, like I said, paint this. I am not going to do a second coat here because I want it to remain a light brown color, okay? All right, now it's hard to see. There we go. There is the color difference. I just wanted it to be like this light brown color. We're just gonna let that dry. We're gonna work on this part right here. This is where I'm going to take some fabric. And what I have is this super cute orangey pumpkin one. And we're going to glue that down on the top of his hat here. So just, did I get paint on it? Of course I did. We are just going to take some Mod Podge. And because I'm so classy, we're just going to dump that on there. Because you want a good amount on here. Mod Podge this wood. And we are going to take our fabric. Again, you can pick any fabric you like. This is just one that I had. And we are going to lay it down over top. We'll cut the excess off. Lay it down here. Like so. Kind of get that on there good. Rub it down. Obviously you can cut a smaller piece and then work with it, but of course I have to be difficult. So you're just gonna let that dry. I'm actually gonna turn, because I have my hair dryer here, I'm gonna turn this on and then I'll let it dry and then I'll cut the excess off. Okay, that is pretty much dry. This is dried and on there, and I'm making a mess, but that's okay. Next, easy peasy step, I'm going to take a darker brown. This is brown oxide here. And we are going to just put a little bit into this container. We don't need a lot. And we're just gonna take our little brush here. This is our little sponge one. And I'm just gonna go over this part right here. And this is gonna be the brim of the hat. Now, I'm going very light on this because I kind of want that wood to show through a little bit. Just like that. And that is actually, let's get that spot. That is actually just perfect. You don't need a lot. Like we say, a little goes a long way at times, right? That's it for this part. Seriously, I love it already. So we're just gonna take my hairdryer here. I'm gonna dry this a little bit more and we'll be right back. Okay, now this part I'm gonna struggle with. I know I am. I am not a person who can draw. That's just all there is to it. So we are gonna do our best here. Yours may come out 1,000 times better than mine if you have any ability to draw, because I can't. Anywho, I'm going to come down some because there's going to be something here. So I'm going to come down a little bit and we're going to make some eyes, right? In some black paint. If I had a pencil, I would draw this on. I don't. So we're going to freehand and we're going to see what happens. So that's all I can do, right? So we're just going to make some eyes. They don't have to be perfect, right? Well, it could be better than that, but good thing is that we're going to fill them in. So even if it's not great, we can make it great. Big eyes here. I'm going to come out a little bit more here. And we're going to fill in the eyes. They might actually have to come down. I'm not 100% sure yet. Once we get them on, we'll see. Let's just try to straighten out this edge. Let me just look at it. There we go. Color that in, paint that in, and then we're going to draw the second eye right there. Okay. Okay, we got eyes, right? And now we are going to just do like a square, like a triangle nose. I'm going to bring it on out here, curve it around. Same thing with this side. Now I don't want to do this too thick because the outline's going to be the only thing that's black. I told you. I put a little eyelashes on it, okay? My drawing skills are not good. But we're going to do the best we can. And then a little mouth. So we're just going to, of course we want a happy one. And then we'll just put a little mouth here. So kind of go over it a little bit. Don't worry, we're not done. We are not done. This is the hardest part for me, guys. I don't draw or paint, really. So we have the little mouth here. And we're just going to add a little bit to it. And then we'll add the rest to the face here. We'll just add like a little bit of stitching. I guess maybe that's what we want to call it. On the mouth. There. Ta-da! All right, next color, we're gonna save those because we're gonna need it, is a little bit of orange here. Letting those eyes dry a little bit better. I wish I had a better orange. I don't, so we're gonna do this one. This one's apricot. And this is what's going in the middle of the nose here. And I would do that. It's okay, it's fixable. So we're gonna take our orange, we're gonna paint the nose in here, okay? Okay guys, I finished off camera. The nerves were getting to me. But that's so cute, right? I know it's not the best, but it looks super cute. Last part we're doing on this side is taking a little bit of burlap, like so, and we're cutting a piece. Make sure your stuff's dry. We're cutting a piece just to fit on this part, so where the wood meets, so here to here. We're just gonna kind of measure here. All right. Where'd my scissors go? So just about that long. And we're just going to, I'm going to actually, I think, pull this off. You should be able just to glue that on. Get that under there. All right. My hot glue isn't hot right now. All right, we're just gonna add our hot glue here on the bottom of our Scarecrow rim. Get that on there. And we're just gonna glue this to it. That up under there, like that. That easy, right? Pull off this bottom piece as well. Oh, careful now, it's pulled quickly. So we're gonna get some more hot glue there. Get that sucker back on there. There we go. And then with this, you're just gonna pull out the pieces so we have it like a little fraying. And it comes out very easy. So you just gotta sit here and pull out the little pieces to give that a nice fraying look. Okay, got all those little extra pieces off. Now you have this beautiful fringed look. You can take your scissors here and give that a little trim if you want to. You can leave it long, but I'm probably just gonna trim that up just a tiny bit. All right, you gave it a little bit of a trim so it's out of her eyes, his or her eyes. Beautiful. This is what our Scarecrow part's gonna look like. We're just gonna flip this over and get started on our snowman. All right, so here we go. We are going to just take, where did our white paint go? I am taking Snow White. And that is what we are going to paint our bottom half here. Oh, let me get some of that off there. So we are just, that's it, right? Just gonna paint our bottom half. Trying not to spill over too much. Right under there. And come all the way down. Not sure if this is gonna take more than one. So we'll get the one on and we'll find out if we need another one. Okay, so definitely went too close with the white. Sorry, I needed a drink. Made a boo-boo because I dropped some paint there, but it's okay. Jet black we're going to go up next with. And this is going to be the rim and the hat. All right, now we have the body white, the hat black, black also, 2 coats to make it perfect, okay? And then we're just gonna do a face. So however you wanna do a snowman face, you go right ahead because I'm going to try it out right now. But again, everybody's faces look different, right? So you pick your own snowman face and see how it goes for you. But I'm just gonna throw some eyes on here, more in a circular motion, the nose and the mouth. Okay guys, there it is. All right. Do not judge me. You get the gist, right? So we have the carrot nose, it's a little big, the smiles, I don't know. I'm not even knocking it, but once you get a cute face on there, right? Stinking adorable. And we're just gonna add a couple things. I'm just gonna take this red bow, I'm gonna add a little bit of this red twisty tie around it, just to kind of give it a little sparkle in the middle. Just like that. Cut that off. We have our little bow. And we're just gonna glue that bow on here, just like that. And we're gonna add a little bit of greenery and a couple berries. Okay, got my glue gun back to being warm. I think we're gonna put it on this side, maybe up top here. Let that hang down. How do I want it? Maybe right there. So we're just gonna add some hot glue there. Stick your bow on. Of course, you can use any size bow or any kind of bow you would like. Just like that. And then I'm just gonna cut a little bit of this off. Don't even need to cut, we can just pull it off. We're just gonna add a little bit under here. A little hot glue. Add your greenery. I think I'm gonna add one more piece. Come over here. Sorry, you just need to pick it up here. And I don't want it on both sides. I think we're just gonna go right about there with it. So some hot glue. And down we go with that. And then I'm just gonna take some berries. Cut some of these off, I just pull them off. And we are just gonna add just a little bit on here. Add some hot glue and add your berries. And a little bit on this side here. And that is it. Oh my goodness, I'm just gonna let that dry. I'm gonna set this up so you can see. I'll show you one side and I'll show you the other and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so there is the Scarecrow side. Super, super cute. Again, I told you, my art skills are not great. But look how stinking cute. I'm gonna flip this around. We're gonna see the snowman. And there's the snowman. How absolutely adorable, right? And all you have to do is just flip it around. That is it. You get 2 fantastic pieces of art. And all you have to do is flip it around and you get to keep it up for multiple seasons. I love it. I hope you guys do too. And until next time, bye now.